we talked about it a little bit. Alan is into the final.
Woo!
Clap for that, I guess.
Clap it up.
How has it been this season for you? We'll talk about Alan's season, and then I need to hear about Emma's. How's it been? I mean, I think, what a great partner to have also off the back of me. You know? But like such a great partner. And I was excited for you to get Elaine because she also is such a great dancer. So the performances you've been able to create and how you've been able to choreograph these like moments, how's it been?
Thanks. It's been a lot of fun. I think, every season is so different for us, especially getting having somebody like you who was a social media phenomenon. A femininomenon, if you will. And like, I think you really changed the game for the show in general. Like I know everyone's been doing social media, but like we really made that the forefront of the season last year. And so I think this year, like going into it, I was like, okay, obviously, Elaine, you're a great dancer and we're able to do some awesome things, but it's so important to get the personality out there.
Yeah.
And I know you messaged me so many times and you were like, don't just do trends, like really talk to the camera so people get to know you as well, which I have not done.
Yeah, I was like,
he's not great at that.
Oh yeah. I'm not good at that.
what was that?
I'm a little shy, believe it or not. I'm an introverted extrovert.
Well, it was so funny. I went into the studio with Alan and Elaine and I had a TikTok idea and it was like Alan and I were back in the studio crafting and I was like, okay, I'll come out of the door. He's like, perfect, okay. And then I'm going to be here. And then Elaine said something and we were like, we can try that, Elaine. It was like Alan and I were back again kind of crafting and like cooking in there. And I think that was so fun to have somebody who's ready to do the TikToks, which I think Emma's what's been so good about your season is I say this to everybody. I think your content has been the most original out of the whole cast. Engaging, original. And the way that you've been able to put Andy out there, I mean, it was all you. So tell me about that and how you're now I would say a content mastermind.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That means a lot because I love your content and I think that you have like the perfect blend of original. And I think what Alan said was accurate. I watched your social media and one specific thing that you said in your season was that just post it. Even if you think will work or it won't. This season with Andy, he had a TikTok, but he had 12 followers. We counted. We saw what we saw.
I didn't even know he had a TikTok.
He had it. I said, did you have a TikTok? He was like, I don't use it. He didn't post anything. He had 12 followers, and he said, oh, they're all bots, which is like kind of weird.
12 is a strange number to buy.
It's strange, but now he has like, I didn't look for the latest, but it's over 100,000, and he was game for everything. I mean, he makes funny skits. That's what he does. He's a comedian. He's used to doing these videos and filming things live. And he's funnier than I could ever direct him. And I love to direct. Like I would always come up with these social media ideas. It's really fun for me. And that's the only way I could do it because if it felt like work, I just would never do it. But if it was fun and funny, which is like my favorite thing, like just basically as a kid, I used to like play around with my friends and do acting skits. And with Andy, it was like, oh my God, it's awesome. We can do the same thing. I would just tell him, oh, come in here. And I wouldn't even need to say anything else. He would just pick up my bags, put my glasses on. Like the whole skit of him coming in after every week being safe. Like he was so game. He would ask for more bags. He wore the same glasses every time. He would pull these faces and it was just like magic. And I loved it so much. It was awesome.
He's incredible. I have him in my freestyle.
Do you really? That's so good.
So obviously we're filming this before the freestyle, but we're doing like old Hollywood and Andy's the director and we're doing like chorus line and he yells cut and he goes on a whole tangent.
Oh my God.
And it's amazing. I told him about it. He sent Emma a photo. He's like, I need to be dressed like this. It's like a vintage director with the hat, the beret, the scarf,
like
the pants, the boots. Yeah. He's like, I need to go big. I need to go. I'm like, yes, you do.
Go big
he
or
likes
I'm not
to
coming.
go big with like moments and funny characters.
Yeah. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is. And his favorite thing was when we ripped off the shirt in the relay dance. He just loved that.
That was so good.
Thank you.
Because I see they are constantly ripping shirts. And I honestly, I would have loved it if it was Andy's actual body, but I love that you decided decided to use this shirt and whatever. I think it's just the way that you guys are able to do it, like Elaine's hat with you that you use, and then the other things you're using in the dance. Emma, I think you put such moments to it, to like Hosier's yell when you have him like hold the camera. Is that, did I say it right? Hosier?
Yeah.
How do you even choreograph those? And when you get your partner, do you kind of start to think about them and almost do research on little things? Or is it as you're going week to week, getting to know them more, you can choreograph better?
I definitely think it's that. I think like for me personally, I love to find the genuine aspects about my partner. And sometimes that is humor. I lean definitely more towards humor. But then on the flip side, I really like to have moments that are vulnerable and sincere and go there. And with the Hosier's Yell, I remember I was in my car speaking to Mark Ballas, and we were just talking about something at this promo photo shoot. And then Northern Attitude came on, which is that song. And they had already told me, the producer told me, oh, TikTok week is coming up. Have a think about what you want to do.
This was before the show even started.
Oh.
So I was thinking, Andy and TikTok, like, what can we do? Because it's kind of it's now I know it's a good marriage, but it's kind of like a tricky marriage between the two. And then Hosier's Yell came on, and I remember looking at the radio thinking, that's it. That's what I want to do. And I wanted the Hosier's Yell moment to be a moment of him feeling like, wow, this is my moment here. And the camera thing just came in. Initially, I wanted, the Titanic when they held hands and they ran. I wanted like that kind of moment, but it ended up being slower with the camera just because the camera's capabilities. That's Ronnie. Shout out Ronnie on Steadicam. And he just held the camera, and when he did it in the dress rehearsal, I was like, that's it. Like, that's the moment. And it ended up working really well.